Okay, hello. Yes, this you read the title. Oh my god, this is the grand reveal, guys. This is the moment everyone's been waiting for, the moment no one's been waiting for. It's the lore time. So, they may be asking me, I bet you are. You totally are so curious. What is lore? Now let's look it up. So in the dictionary, lore, the definition of lore, it is a noun. There are two nouns actually that it means. It could pertain to being the surface on each side of a bird's head between the eye and the upper base of the beak, or between the eye and nostril in snakes. That's the that's the very common use of the word lore. Everyone knows that term, that definition of it. But then there's also this very niche definition of it where it's called of lore, and it's a body of traditions and knowledge on a subject are held by a particular group, typically passed from person to person by word of mouth. And synonyms are mythology, myths, legends, stories, traditions, folklore, culture. Now, and beliefs, sayings, superstitions, fantasy, mythos, knowledge, learning, wisdom, know-how, how to. Okay, actually, I think that's a bit much. It's basically just a story, or like the back. It's like a backstory, kind of, or like a. It's mainly just a story. I'm sure you had no idea that that's what it meant. This is my lore, which means this is my backstory. So I'm revealing it, and actually, this is only from what I remember. And I have a terrible memory, and also there's a lot of stuff that's stuff that I forgot that I don't exactly know. I'm not great with my own life story, so it's not going to be great. But let's get into this. So, I'm sure there's a few questions. Let me read from a page of not real questions. I'm just gonna pretend that these are real questions. I mean, these are definitely real questions. I totally am pulling these up right now, on the document. So let's see here. First question: what the hell is a Yosh? Okay, so yes, I keep on talking about Yoshis, and people don't really know that. So Yoshis, they are they're Yoshis, they're not related to Yoshis. Okay, I hate people who assume that. It's very messed up. It's messed up when you call me a Yoshi. It's like a slur. It's like being it's like a yeah. It's messed up, man. Just don't call me Yoshi. But Yoshis, if we pull up the lore, the dictionary again, a Yosh is a descendant, or a descendant of piggies or pig eyes. Yeah, I evolved from pig eyes. Not to be confused with your Earth's pigs. They have nothing to do with one another. Yeah, they look like me. They share very similar traits to me. Like most of us look pretty similar. We don't have like very many defining features for like that make us unique as individuals. But yeah, so we have like the eyes, the oh yeah, I want to know about my eyes. That's another question I have here. Stop talking about your eyes. I don't want to hear about it. Is what this says. So I'm sure they want to hear about my eyes. So, my eyes, they're the lines, two lines. Those are my pupils or something. My entire eye. I don't know. And I also can't close my eyes. I cannot blink, and that makes my eyes very dry. I actually have to hydrate my eyes every once in a while by dumping water on them. Luckily, it's not too big of a deal. To just hydrate my eyes every once in a while. Another very important thing about Yoshis is my hands. So my hands are like little ball thingies. I know there's a word for it. I know what they're called, like a scientific term, like that we use. It's somewhere in the dictionary, but I'm too lazy to find it. Uh, so I'm just gonna call them bulbs or balls or yeah, I'm just gonna call them balls. Yes, my ball. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. So as you, I can't. You think I can't grab things because I don't have fingers, right? So how do I like grab a microphone, for instance, or grab a mouse, or press the keys on a keyboard? Well, you see, my hand, you know, I'm gonna call them hands. That's what that's I. It's kind of weird to call them hands since they're not exactly what you consider hands, but you know. So my hands, they're actually sticky. So you can like touch something and then it'll stick to it, like glue or something or tape. So I just pick up things by my hand sticking to it, and then I can like I to use the mouse. I just have to be very careful of my placement of my hand. So I just like I can also like you can control how the stickiness works. So make my hand turn sticky to grab something, but then I can stop it from being sticky to put it down. So I can kind of turn it on and off, and I can also the maximum like thing that it can hold like that is the stickiness can go really strong, so it can hold like I could probably hold on to a bus or something as it's driving, and I'll still stick to it without even really needing to try. I just bam and just think, yeah. It's okay. It's a thing. It still having no fingers does definitely make my life more difficult. Like for example, using the keyboard, I have to actually um, stick my hand to a mannequin hand, and then like move the fingers of the mannequin hand just so I can press a button on the keyboard. Because if I did it with my full hand, then I would just slam the keyboard, and it would just like mash a bunch of things. So it's really annoying, and there's lots of other problems like opening a door. I guess it's not that difficult, but it takes a bit of getting used to. That's not all my hands can do. They can also detach. Yeah, that's right. I can detach my hands. They just fall off if I decide to. They just bam on the ground. And the reason I can detach them is because I they're actually bombs. They double as bombs, so they're sticky hand bombs. That's the way to describe them, because whenever I detach them, they set off the whatever the I don't know the chemicals that make it go explodey. It's there's a lot of stuff in there, and they just go boom, and then they regrow back, so I get my hands back. We have rapid regeneration of our hands. Um, Actually, just rapid regeneration in general. Like if I cut one of my eyes off, then it would probably regrow back in like a week. Um, so it's as long as I properly take care of it, of course. If I just leave it to bleed, then I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, speaking of our blood isn't red, but our blood is gray normally, like a kind of light shade of gray or something. Actually, no, it's more of a darker gray. I don't know. I don't know my gray colors. I don't know what you consider a dark gray. So they go exploding my hands, and the explosion it's pretty dangerous because I don't know actually the own amount of time it takes for them to explode. It varies a lot, and also it hurts me too, the explosion of obviously, so I have to run away whenever I detach my hand. So it's more of just a thing to throw. I don't know. It's also kind of annoying. Like a lot of the time I'm scared of just accidentally detaching them or pulling them off, and then them exploding and killing me. Whatever. So the next thing, let's see. The next question is, can I wait? Can I eat you? What do you taste like? Is what this says. What the hell? What the fuck? Who is asking this? Why do you want to? Sure. I guess I'll tell you. It's a sad thing, but there are a few types of creatures who love to eat Yoshis. A lot of them make treats out of them. They make candies out of us and eat us a lot. They make yummy meals out of us. It's I've actually heard a lot about it in articles and stuff like that. They do some sick things, like somebody coded us, like they killed a child and then they decapitated them and then they dipped them in chocolate and then ate them. Apparently we taste good in chocolate. It's We also taste like pork, which makes sense since we're descendants of pig eyes and they taste like pork as well. um it's Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm very concerned for the person who actually asked this question, because I really hope you don't be eating any Yoshis. Please no. Anyways, let's see. Next question. Hopefully, it's not as bad as the last one. Who are your parents? Okay. Well, actually, I don't really know myself. I think my mother was a monster, like an actual like demon, but I don't know. And then my dad, I do not remember. I don't know where he went. I think he's gone when I was as far as I can remember back. I don't remember them being there, so I have no idea who my dad actually is. I have no idea. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. Next question. Next question. Why are you so fat? Okay, well that's rude. I'm not that fat. I'm slightly overweight. Okay, slightly, very ever so slightly. But Yoshis generally are like more fat. There are a lot of extremely fat Yoshis because we don't really have much stuff to keep us warm. We don't have any fur or anything, or like we don't wear clothes, so it's kind of like, yeah, we don't really have much to keep us warm. So we get a lot of fat, and we also eat a lot. Oh yeah, that leads on to the next question, which is how do you eat? That's an interesting question, because if you notice, I don't have a mouth, and that's something also that is really important. There's also a few questions relating to that, like how do you hear? Where's your ears? And stuff like that. So I'm gonna answer this all at once. So my nostrils are actually, they double as ears and a nose and also a mouth. So they're three in one. Yeah, it's so I basically just shove food into my nostrils, and that's how you eat. It's kind of an uncomfortable thing. A lot of people think it's really weird and gross, but I mean, you're shoving food into your mouth hole, so like, what's the problem with that? And yeah, I have my also. There's another question. Where's my mouth? So my mouth actually, or like or yeah, the question of where's my mouth? My mouth actually, I do technically have a mouth. It doesn't like actually open up, but I have like a, what's it called? Like a, I guess the inner mouth. I have a ton. I have teeth. But they're all inside. They're internal, which makes sense. I mean, bones should be stored inside. I don't know why you weirdos have teeth on the outside. I don't know what's up with your nails and your teeth. It's pretty weird to just be letting out your bones. That's not that's Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, it's all in there, and it's in my big snout, which is also another question. Is my snout a tumor? No, it is not. It does not have a tumor in it. It's just my mouth in there. I have a big mouth, okay, but it doesn't have any opening. And yeah, hearing, yeah, my hearing is kind of bad. because it also has to double as a nose and a mouth, the nostrils, so it doesn't have as much dedicated to just hearing. It's kind of hard to hear sometimes, and when I eat, it's also really hard to hear. Like yeah, it's really weird. But anyways, let's see what other questions are there. Do your feet do anything? Why your feet look so weird and stuff? Okay, so my feet, it's you don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to know about my feet. I don't know why you want to know about my feet. That's pretty sus imposter. They're like it varies depending on the Yosh. Some of us have like the what's it the meaty feet, like they actually have like meatiness to it. I don't know how else to describe it, but my feet are like lines, so there's kind of lines. You haven't really seen in my thumbnail since it's just my face, and I'm doing the amazing thumbnail face. Like it's so good, it's so good. It's crazy how I'm able to do the exact same face for every single thumbnail. It's not like I'm copy and pasting the same image over and over again. Of course, I'd never do that. But yeah, my feet, they're not as great as my hands. They don't detach and they don't explode. They just kind of work as feet. I mean, something that's spectacular about them is how they're literally like sticks and they still hold up my body. That's something. They're very strong and very flexible too. Like I can bend them forwards or whatever. I can bend them in all the ways that you humans can't. Like I can literally make a swirl with my leg. Like I can bend them into a swirl or a spiral. Don't ask me how that works. I have no idea. Oh yeah, another question. How does your bones work, or like how does your bone structure work? And that's something that I'd like to talk about. So there are a few things of like X-rays that I've gotten. I don't really I haven't seen much about it, but we don't really have a lot of bones. We're a lot of cartilage. There's just so much cartilage. We're a lot like sharks, I guess you could say. I don't know. We're descendants of piggies though, but or pig eyes. I sometimes mispronounce it because of how much humans say piggies instead of pig eyes. I don't know why you pronounce it weird like that. It's pretty weird, but I picked it up. But yeah, we don't really have a lot of bones. We mainly have uh like bones in actually like our teeth are the main, like that's the main amount of bones we have is just the teeth, and we you don't uh yeah that's yeah I don't know. Anyways, next question. How do I kill you? Well, that's not a nice question. Why would you ask that? That's pretty mean. You can kill me by murdering me. That's how you murder me. You kill me. That's how you do it. Yep, yep. I hope this helps. Let's see. Next question. Who is Boshio? Okay, so I've mentioned Boshio a few times, and some people don't know who Boshio is. So Boshio, he's basically the most epic gamer boy ever. He's so cool. I love him so much. He's amazing. Well, I say he, but they don't really have a gender. I don't know. I just called him a he for some reason, which also leads on to the next question. What's your gender? My gender is yes. That's my gender. Okay. No, Yoshis don't really have much of genders. There are some variants, but not really anything like that could be called a gender. I don't really care about pronouns. The humans are very like crazy about their pronouns. They're like, you refer to me by the wrong pronouns. How could you? And I'm just like, I don't really care. I'm fine with being called a he, but or a she or a they. I don't care either way. but I guess I'd prefer to be called a they. I don't know. Oh yeah. Also, let's talk more about Boshio. Boshio is just so amazing. He kind of he's I don't know. I just love him so much. He's so good. There's a lot of questions actually here about Boshio. Like, how do you kill Boshio? Do you know Boshio's whereabouts? Can I talk to Boshio, please? Are you a friend with Boshio? Can you help me contact him? There's a lot of stuff like that right here in these questions. It's just, I'm also to answer that. I'm not a friend of Boshio. We're not friends actually. I hope to be his friend, but he doesn't really like me. He just kind of insults me, which I mean I'm into that, but like I think I think he's just pretending not to like me. That's totally what it is. Totally what it is, man. Yeah. That's definitely what it is. He doesn't hate me or anything. Totally. Even though he curses at me a lot and says to me to leave him the fuck alone. Yeah. Also, I don't know where Boshio is right now. He kind of comes and goes. He's just like oh hey, what up? And then he's gone. Where's Boshio? Can I talk to him? Is like no, I don't know where he is, and uh, you can't talk to him really. He doesn't like talking to people. He only talks to me, which I mean just proves how much he's into me. He totally is. He totally is. He only talks to me. Although I think that's just because I annoy him so much that he pressured him into talking. But yeah, that's yeah. Also, what does Boshio sound like is one of the questions. I don't know why you want to know what he sounds like, but Boshio, his voice is lovely. Oh my god, have you heard? If he like, I've heard him rap before, and oh my god, it is the most amazing thing you will ever hear in your life. It is like gods like whispering essentially into your ear or something. Even if he's not, even if Boshi is not whispering, it feels like whispering, but in like a very good way. I don't know. It's amazing. It's so good. I don't know why, but a lot of like I've heard that somebody else actually heard Boshia's voice and wanted they actually they killed themselves afterwards. I don't know why. They said it was so horrible and like they couldn't get it out of their head the the, the torture that it was when they heard his voice. I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're just pretty crazy. So let's see another question. Wait. Oh, who's okay? There's a lot of more Boshio. Who's Boshio? Who's Boshio? Who's Boshio? What's a Boshio? A Boshio is a not his species is a Bosch. He's not a Yosh, and he's not a Boshio or a Boshi. There's no such thing as a Boshi. I don't know what that is, but he's a Bosch, and their Bosches are descendants of Bunais. And yes, although it's a common misconception, Boshio, he doesn't have like he has ears, like actual ears, not the nostrils. Actually doesn't have nostrils. I have no idea how he breathes or anything like that because it doesn't make sense to me. I haven't really read up on the Bosch lore. This is more of Yosh lore. Sorry, but yeah, the Bosches they're descendants of Buneyes, and yeah, some people think that since they look so much like Yoshes, that their eyes are their ears, so they confuse the ears with the eyes because they look like Yosh eyes, their ears. But no, that's not it. Which it surprised me too at the first time I saw him. I thought he was another Yosh because he was wearing his glasses, so I didn't realize that he had no eyes there. And then he took off his glasses, I saw he had no pupils, and I was like, what? But then I realized that his eyes were down there. He said my eyes are down here. Yeah, so next question. Next question. Who is Mono? Who is Mono? What's a Mono? Oh, okay. Mono is a character from this comic called YMCL, or Yoshio's Monochrome Life. It's kind of like a thing. I don't know about it much. There's something going on there. It's a comic thing. But Mono, I'm sure, pretty certain that they're a frog eye. This is something for the lore of the comic, so I'm not sure if I should be spoiling this, but Frog Eye, they're a descendant of a Frog Eye, Mono, and they look a lot like Yoshi's, but their eyes aren't like the lines that we have, and also those stupid Frog Eyes, they can literally they're well, actually they're called Yoshios, but I like referring to them as frog eyes. They say it's offensive, but I don't give a damn. They're kind of annoying. Their eyes, guess what? They can close them. Actually, they can blink. They blink all the time, and it's so annoying. Like they just like walk up to me and then they blink, and I'm like, I wish I had the luxury of blinking so much. Like seriously. Okay, next question. Oh. Can you tell me? Okay, what the hell is happening in YMCL? Who is this mono guy? Is he related to Vepnis? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of questions about stuff like random stuff like this. Who's Vepnism? Oh, okay, okay. What's this Vepnism thing? Did you make Vepnism? Okay, okay. We have a lot of stuff about Vepnism now. So Vepnism is it's a thing. It's a channel. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Please don't look it up. Please, I'm begging you, don't look it up. Like seriously, genuinely, do not look it up. You'll regret it for the rest of your life. But Vepnis, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's also it's not well. It's not a thing. I don't know why I said it's a thing. It's a person, not a person actually. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Vepnism is not a person. They don't. That's what I meant to say. Vepnism is a word that means very many things, a lot of things. It can mean things that I don't really understand. It can also mean something like screw you, or I hate you, or something. Or it can also mean orb thingy. It can refer to an orb. There's a lot of different meanings of the word Vepnism. It's a word actually that's not really in the English language, the English dictionary. There's like some that sound similar, but they're not like spelled the same. It's VEPNS or no NESSM. That's how you spell Vepnism. There's like other ways to spell it that humans do, and it also doesn't mean any of the same things that Vepnism does. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why that's just a thing of our culture and stuff like that. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's a question about culture, like the Yosh culture. So Yosh's we have a bunch of like special holidays that humans don't. We do have some of the same holidays. Like we have Easter, and also Halloween. Yeah, speaking of which, Halloween is coming up. Yeah, that's something. But yeah, we have some like there's yeah, I don't really care about the Yosh holidays. A lot of people are really into them and stuff like that, but I'm not really a person who celebrates them because a lot of them are pretty stupid and you don't really do that much, or don't really do something that I'm interested in. But yeah, and also what foods do we have in the Yosh culture? There's not really much unique foods. We eat kind of a lot of the same things humans do. We're definitely like have a lot of rice and stuff like that because that's definitely like very common thing, very common crop or whatever. We have a lot of rice, like so much rice. It's almost too much. And then we also bread a lot. Is we don't really have um, like a lot of the meat thing. We more in our vegetables. We have like a lot of the same fruits, and also the same like grain stuff or bean stuff. Yeah, not really much of the meats because we don't really have the same animals, and there's just not a lot of animals. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, on our we actually are on another planet, which is another question. Where are you located? Which I'm not gonna tell you where my location, but there's a planet of Yoshis, and then there's also a planet of Boshis, and then there's also a planet of Yoshios, which if you don't remember, you probably already forgore, but Yoshios are the species from YMCL, not to be confused with my name, Yoshio. Also, speaking of which, I'm getting more off track, but there's also another question of what is your name? Why is your name Yoshio? Um, so my name is Yoshio. A lot of Yoshis, we have like names that pertain to us being Yoshis. We're kind of weirded out by how humans don't do that. Like you don't call yourself like Huey or Manny or something, like how that's not more of a common thing to have, your actual like species name in your name. uh, but yeah, like there's Yoshlina, Yoshlo, and then also some people have like names like Goshio or Loshio or Ploshlo or something like that. And then there's also Pablo. You know what? Let's not talk about him. Let's not talk about him. He's pretty messed up. He's a criminal Yosh, and he's very racist to the Bosches. um, yeah, I don't like to talk about. Anyways, um, yeah. Also, oh yeah, we're talking about planets. So we have a different planets. That's yeah. There's um, I don't know. I brought it up again, but I don't really have much to say. We just have different planets. We have a lot of different like colored like stuff than humans do, which made being on Earth really weird. Like when I came to Earth, it was so confusing. There was a lot of confusing things, a lot of things that I understood, but so many things that I didn't understand. Like why the hell are trees green? Like that was so weird. I can't believe that trees are green here. Like, why would they be the same color as grass? I don't know. It was weird. Our trees are cyan. Same for the Bosches. That like all of us like have the cyan trees, but I don't know why humans are just the ones that don't have cyan trees. It's really weird. Yeah. Let's see other questions. I'm starting to run out of questions. There's like barely any left, and a lot of them are the same stuff. Let's see. Fuck you. I hope you die. Okay, that's Jesus Christ. You're so annoying. I hate hearing your voice. Just don't watch then. Just don't watch my videos. Jeez, it's not that hard. Uh, you're the worst person I've ever met. Okay. You owe me money. Yeah. Okay, there's just a lot of stuff. Um, where's the good questions? I thought I had some good questions, but I'm running out. Okay. I think I might have to end this here because I don't really see any questions that are good. I mean I don't really know where to end this anyways. I've just been talking, rambling on and on. Uh oh, here's the question. What's the void? I did I mention the void? I don't remember mentioning the void on here on this channel. Whatever. The void. Well, there's a few different voids. There's the white void, which is I was there for a long time. Yeah, I used to not be on the planet of Yoshis. I don't really remember much. This is where my memory gets hazy. Oh yeah, okay. This is good. This is good. I found another good question. What's my backstory? Or like how did I grow up and stuff like that? Yeah. Okay. So my backstory, I don't really know honestly. I forgot. Um, the earliest thing I remember is waking up in a white void. And I know there was something before that. I know I was on. I think it was on the planet of Yoshis. I remember there were some other Yoshis. Oh yeah, it's also the planet. It's called. Why can't I remember my own planet's name? What the fuck? Wait, what actually is my planet's name? What the? Okay, my brain needs to get like, I'm so in the headspace of of like Earth. I because I've been out here so long. Some man, it really has gotten to me. I've like being with the oh yeah. Okay. I was about to say English language and now it sparked something in me. So it's in actually Yosh. The planet's name is in Yosh language, Yoshlish. I don't really know that language, and that's why it was always like a difficult thing for me to say the planet's name. I don't know why my memory is getting so hazy lately. I think I'm starting to near the end of my lifespan. Oh yeah, speaking of my lifespan, I only have like another few years to live. Like apparently I only have 6 years to live. Yeah, Yoshis don't really live that long. Well, some do. Some actually have lived to like be 200, but you can get unlucky and only live a very short amount of time. You can tell when you're about to die or how long you're gonna live by by whether or not you have your feet are like the length of your feet. And my the length of my feet is very short. So yeah, I'm probably gonna die pretty soon. In this next 6 years. That's what the doctors told me. Anyways, no big deal. So yeah. The void. Oh yeah, I woke up in the void. I almost completely forgot about it. So I woke up in the void, and there was like I mean, there wasn't anything. It was just a white void. It was very bright. And also there was no water to like uh, hydrate my eyes to moisten my eyes. So my eyes just got really dried out, and I just sat there. I couldn't eat or anything. There was nothing. I felt like I was there for years, but I don't know actually how long I was there for. It could have been actually an hour for all I know, because I mean I didn't die, and my feet are really short, so I don't know. I was also I know I remember living like in on the Yosh planet. I'm just gonna call it that since I can't say the name. I know I lived there, but I didn't remember like what I did there or like something. I think my father was in the last like I don't know. I don't know. It's really hazy now. But yeah, that's it's it was there, and I think there was some other planets that I went to and like other pet people that I met. I don't know. It's really hazy. That was all I had a very vague idea of what happened when I woke up in the white void. I don't know how I got there. I just did somehow. And I don't know. I was there. I was sat there for a while, and then eventually, uh, it changed from a white void to a black void, and then there was like buildings everywhere. That was where I met Boshio. Boshio was there. He was talking about his his glasses or something, and like searching for souls to hunt. I don't know what he was talking about there. I don't know. Boshio's a quirky guy. He is such a quirky guy sometimes. Talking about the souls of the damned or something, and how he has to collect them all. Or like, and like how in a video game or something. I don't know. He's a silly guy. He's a silly guy. I love him. I love him. Anyways, no, I'm shut up. Shut up. I didn't say anything. But yeah, I think that's the end of the list of the questions. I guess I could ramble on a bunch, but my brain is already fried from all the questions. I don't really. I'm trying to remember stuff, but I can't. I can't remember. Yeah. I don't. I think I'm gonna post a song next. Next time. It's gonna or a rap or something. It's gonna be terrible. I already know, since as you, I'm a terrible singer, or rap. I'm probably gonna be a terrible rapper. I don't think I've ever rapped. Actually, I probably have. I don't know. I have no clue. But yeah, that'll be something. But I also remember there was like this dollhouse thing I was in the void, in another void, and there was like a bunch of creepy dolls. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just gonna try and remember some stuff after this. Maybe I should continue talking about it. Who knows? Probably gonna stop here because if I don't want to ramble on for an entire hour just about the lore. Although this is very important to you, you totally want to know about my lore, right? You definitely do. It's amazing lore. It's so good. It's so good. Uh, uh oh yeah, I was also in like this town. This. It wasn't on the Yosh world. I think it was on Earth. But also, I think it was in the void. I don't remember. It's all really hazy. And I remember there's people screaming at me, and then there's this guy chasing me with an axe. And I also remember there was this like other place, this other void thingy, and I was like, there was a bunch of colors everywhere, and it was kind of like the white void, but there was like a bunch of like color blobs everywhere. And there was also this guy called Gray or something. I don't know. It was really weird. And then there was like a spider monster chasing me, and then I had to like go up a staircase, covered in blood. I don't know. I don't know. But that's the lore. That's all I remember. You know, I'm starting to wonder if I should do anything special before I die. I'm gonna tell Boshio how I feel. I mean, I already have like a million times, but like for real this time, he always rejects me. But I'm sure it'll work if I say it right before I'm about to die. You know, guilt trip him. Guilt tripping is so good. It's so good. Although I doubt Boshio is dumb enough to fall for that. But yeah, I'm gonna die soon. Well, not that soon. It's I still have a long time. I still have so much time, man. 6 years is like a decade, man. That's like a million years. That's like uh, centuries. That's yeah, definitely centuries. Definitely eons. It's eons. It's eons, man. I'm gonna live for so long. Uh huh. But before I go, I think I'll read some of the very last like comments that I have right here. There's like three apparently left. Okay, let's see. Who is Boshio? Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, why do you stutter so much? It makes me want to die. You're so annoying. Okay, well, so sure, why not? I know this is a mean one, but I'll explain it. So I stutter a lot. Yoshi's actually a very common thing with Yoshi's to stutter. We stutter a lot, like a lot, like all the time. We always be stuttering. And there's a lot of people way worse than me. I'd like to think that I'm a very good like for a Yosh of how much I don't stutter. Like that's of course I stutter, but it's way better than some of the other Yoshis. Like some of them are like just to say so what's up. So you know I think I'm pretty good about it despite all of that. And yeah. A lot of Yoshis talk very slowly, but I'm a fast talking Yosh. I talk so fast, which is definitely good because it totally doesn't lead to me talking about random stuff and saying random words that don't make any sense. Totally doesn't lead to that. I don't know what you're talking about. So let's see. The last question is oh, it's how was your day? That's nice. My day it's hasn't even really ended yet. It's kind of just started since I woke up just a bit ago. But thank you for asking. It's okay so far. I'm bothered by the fact that I can't remember anything again. Um, and then I'm probably gonna die soon. I mean, not gonna die anytime soon, of course, but um, yeah. So thanks for asking that. I really appreciate it. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Oh wait, a new comment just got added. Wait, what? A new comment just got added? I didn't realize you could do that. I I found you, Yoshio. I'm going I'm going to kill you. You're gonna regret what you did to me? What? What does that even mean? Oh, another comment. Hey, you should probably leave wherever you are right now. She's chasing after you? What? What are these comments? Oh, another comment. Uh, what's, huh? I'm, I'm out, I'm outside. What? Turn around? Sure. Why not? Who cares? But, wait, what? That's actually, hey, are you? Hey, wait, no, fuck, get out of me! Oh!